Hi, my name's Steve Cole and I'm the editor of Angling Compass Glass Magazine. Today I'm going to show you what you should be looking for when you're going to buy a pole. When you're thinking about buying a pole, it's really important you consider just how often you're going to fish with it at its full length, usually 16 metres. I'm a big believer in not buying a pole just because it comes at 16 metre length. Why spend £500 on a pole that's unfishable at 16 metres? I think better to spend £500 on a 1.5 metre pole that's good at that length. I use a Fastmatch Envoy for all my fishing, and as you can see, I'm not a particularly big lad, but it's easy to fish at 16 metres. It's this, if I get a bite now, it's gentle lift and I'm straight in contact with it, no bouncing on the tip. And, it's not particularly heavy. Any pole at 16 metres is going to add weight to it, but it needs to be usable. If you draw an island peg and you need to fish it for 5 hours, you need to be able to fish at 16 metres. The number 4, 5 and 6 sections are really important on any pole. What you find is the top 2, top 3, which are usually power kits or max kits, are obviously really strong. But the 4th, 5th and 6th sections is where the companies will use a high-grade carbon or a thinner carbon to obviously keep the pole's weight down. So if you're fishing down the margins and you're hooking fish, this is where the pressure will be. So whenever we're doing pole tests, we'll definitely have a swim of 4, 5 and 6 metres down the bank, hopefully to catch a few bigger fish. And it's just a case of gauging whether we think there's enough pressure, there's enough strength in these sections. Another way of doing it is literally to give it a pinch. As you can see here, there's absolutely no give in it at all. That really gives me confidence that this is going to handle a lot of big fish, up to 10, 15 pounds of fish. When you're considering what hole to buy, considering what the finish is like. Most of the top of the range poles will have an anti-friction finish of some sort of type, but some will obviously be better than others. Why this is really important is basically because when you're shipping in and out with your hands going through the water like this, you don't want to be jagging at all. If your pole is bouncing as you're shipping out, you're going to get into tangles. If it's bouncing as you're shipping back to the fish on, you're going to lose fish. So just give that some thought. Consider what your hands are doing like in the wet, and when the cable sweep and stuff like that. But a good quality anti-friction finish is essential, I think, on any range pole. The spares package for any pole is really, really important. So too many people that basically have a grand budget on a pole, spend £1,000 and they realise they have to spend another £300 or £400 getting the spares package to what they want. So whenever we test a pole, we'll always look at how many top 2s and top 3 kits you get with it. The number 4 section is really, really important. These usually cost 100, 200 quid to spare. So if you think you're going to fish deep venues where you're going to need a spare top 4 set up, make sure these are in your package. And also, things like this, a reversible half foot, are really, really important. They're great for taking the pressure of your elbow on the strike. But for the times you're fishing and you need to get to an island and you only need half the section rather than the whole section, they're absolutely superb. And the last thing you do get with a lot of poles these days is what they call is half of the 4 sections. So basically these are perfect when you're fishing 16 metres and you want your pole to be ultra stiff, perfect for fishing up in the water. You lose weight but you add thickness, and they're just superb. So spend time, look at your spares package. If it's not what you want, consider how much it's going to cost. If it's too much, look at another pole. Yeah. A common question I'm always asked by readers when they ring into the office is, how much should they spend on a 16 metre match pole? And the answer is pretty much, whatever you can afford. There's some great poles on the market, £500–600 that you can fish 16 metres and they are useful. At the same time, if you can afford 3 or 4 grand, you're going to get a better quality pole. It's going to be lighter, it's going to be stiffer, and you're probably going to get more spares. On the flip side, it's going to cost more if you break the section. So be realistic on your budget. Don't put yourself into debt, and just basically consider what you're going to be using the pole for. Hopefully this fish is going to give me the perfect test of one. Down the margin. It's not massive, probably only 3 or 4 pounds. Again, keep the pole, given the 4 sections test I wanted. And it just gives me a chance to see what the pole performs like when a fish is on the other end. There he is. Much better fish. And these are the sort of bonus fish you're looking for on any third venue, especially decoy lakes, which we're at today. And there he is. And as you can see, the pole took it with no problem at all.